Hey guys, it's Brooke again, and I just want to let you guys know that I was feeling the spirit so much on my first video that I decided to do a part two. So I'm going to do a part two. It's going to be brief, but I did want to talk about more things quickly that I feel are really important because my spirit said, do a part two, do a part two. I'm like, my phone's been acting up funny, so just pray for that. I gotta get my phone fixed or get a new phone. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about magic. And I'm not talking about like Hollywood, Harry Potter, the wand and the electricity and all that stuff. No, that's fake. What I'm talking about is real energy work. Real energy work to manifest what you want in this reality. Learning how to manipulate the matrix to get what you want. And now I know a lot of people who are religious and stuff, they say don't work with magic. In my belief system, in my spirituality, magic is good. Magic and tarot. And speaking of that, I wanted to share with you guys, because I just shuffled and cut the cards and all that stuff. I wanted to do a single card for everyone. You know, I usually do tarot readings to see how everyone is doing and how to look inside myself to see what's going on spiritually, and I do the tarot. But I wanted to draw a card dealing with the truth movement to see where we're at. And I just want to make this clear, I am not demonic and I don't work with demonic spirits. Like I said in my previous video, you work with your inner demons to get them to work for you, which is you take the darkness and you make light out of it. So for example, if you have a bad habit of saying something fucked up to somebody, just to be mean, how about you take that inner demon, instead of saying something fucked up to someone, why don't you say something that's truthful to somebody that will actually help them improve their life or better themselves. That's a great tactic for dealing with inner demons, is letting them work for you instead of letting them control you and work against you. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear. We're not summoning demons. We're not blood sacrificing. I don't do those types of practices. I'm not a dark occultist, I know a few of them who practice that stuff. I don't practice that stuff. I only deal with positive energy and trying to better myself and better others. So I know there's a lot of people, especially in the chat and in the truth movement, who are Christians. I'm sorry if I'm offending you. In my belief system, reading tarot is mandatory because the cards, see, your external world reflects the internal world. So that's why tarot is important, because whatever cards you get are what you're meant to see and what you're supposed to see. So tarot cards is mandatory in my beliefs and in my Kemetic spiritual practice. Not to offend anybody. I'm not demonic. I don't worship demons and I don't summon demons. I'm trying to teach people and inform people how to basically maneuver your darkness, because we all have darkness. That's why we're in the matrix. Otherwise, if we were perfection, soul perfection, we wouldn't be here. And that's just the honest truth. There's no one in this world that's holier than thou. We're all students, spiritual students trying to learn. We got caught up with the reptilians and the Vril and all this stuff and all these alien races keeping folks trapped down here. But essentially, this planet was for learning. Okay, we can't deviate from that notion, because people get so caught up with, I want to get the fuck out of here. I'm one of them. Like, I want to get the fuck off this planet. But everyone is where they're at for a reason. Because I remember someone said something powerful to me. They said, you're where you are in your life because you're supposed to be there. I got mad at that. I'm like, what do you mean I'm supposed to be broke? I'm supposed to be working jobs I don't like to support my art and my spiritual work? What do you mean? But then I really thought about it, and it's like, you know what? I think that person is right. You are where you're supposed to be, even if it's a shitty place, because maybe there's something you have to learn spiritually that's very important. So you might have to go through some pain. I went through a lot of pain. I was almost homeless. I went from living in the suburbs to living in the ghetto to living in the suburbs again, and then about to be homeless. That's tough. It really is. I can't compare my life to some third world country. Someone have to walk miles to get clean water, or walk 5 miles to get dirty water just to live. I can't compare with that. I really can't. But I'm not rich, and I don't know what it's like to, oh, if a stain gets on my car, I could just buy another car. Hell, I don't even have a car. I'd rather Uber because it's just cheaper and faster. So there's different levels of understanding. There are people that have to eat dirt and paper to live. I don't know what that's like. So we have to be humble. Because, look, I have somewhere to live. I can afford my rent. But I don't have to walk 5 miles just to find a garbage can to pick out of that to eat. There's no way we can compare to that level of suffering. And I'm not saying people should have to suffer that way to learn spiritually. It shouldn't be like that. You know, in this world, there's just certain races and countries that are just oppressed. And I'm referring to mostly Africa. I know there's oppression in China and all this stuff, but me dealing with my people is some of the worst I've ever seen as far as oppression. So I'm praying for everyone. I'm definitely praying for my people as well, because we need some serious something. Because in the ghetto, it just looks terrible. People look like zombies. Everyone's on drugs, and it's just terrible. So I pray for that. It's terribleness in other countries too. But we have to always be humble, because it could be so much worse. It could be so much better, but it could be so much worse. I can't compare to that, you know, people starving, going days without eating, have to sleep to survive because there's nothing to eat. I mean, that's terrible. You know, so I count my blessings, and I'm thankful that I don't have to be on that level, you know. You always got to be thankful for what you have. Sometimes we get caught up in what we don't have. Man, I need a better job. I need a better this. I need a better that. It's always more, more, more. But the thing is, if you're really spiritual, you understand you have everything you need. And the universe won't give you more than you can handle, because that's not fair. There's justice in the universe. There's no justice on this planet because we're being ruled by evil people, but there is justice and karma in the universe. So the universe ain't going to give you a million things to do and you're not capable of doing 5 of those things. That's not how it works. So, anyway, let's refer back to magic. And I don't want to make this too long. I'm just going to give some quick stuff. If you want more information, spiritual consultation, I'm not charging any money. I'm not charging any money. I'm doing this for free because I want to help people. I really do. I'm going to get a full-time job. I'm going to pay my rent. But if you want to be generous and donate some money, that's great, because it does help my website a lot. I have everything I need. I have a great computer I worked really hard for. I have all my equipment. So I'm not really have to beg anybody for any money or anything like that. But if you want to donate to my channel, that will help me out a lot. I could dedicate some of that money to getting more supplies, art supplies. I'm trying to save up money so I can get myself my own domain name, because I hate my website that it has the Wix advertisement on it. That is so unprofessional in my mind. But I can't afford to get a domain name right now because I have to pay my rent and pay my phone bill and all this other shit. So any donations goes towards art supplies, advertising for my business, you know, just getting things I need to carry on my spiritual work. You know, if I didn't have to get any money, I just would do this for completely, you know, even if I don't get donations, I'm still going to come up here and do this. So it doesn't really matter to me. I just love what I do. I love helping people. I love helping people heal, because I know there's a lot of people that are afraid to talk about certain things. Like, I got abducted by aliens. Everyone's looking at you crazy. I'm like, okay, what kinds of aliens? Where did they come from? What was your dream like? Did you remember your dream? Are you practicing your dream recall so you can see what the being looks like? Can you draw the being so I can see what they look like, so I can determine whether you were in a cloning center? We could talk to Donald Marshall about it, or do some research. You know, I want to see what's going on with you. Some people just like, oh, you crazy, you crazy, you crazy. Like, no, what did you see? All right, so let me go back to where I left off. And I'm sorry, my phone has been cutting off. Like, I think it's just really weird. It might be the government, I don't know, or my phone's just really terrible. But I keep trying to make the video and it keeps cutting off, and I have like 38 minutes worth of time and memory on my phone. So it's just cutting off at weird times, and I'm just going to have to edit this in the computer. But I still am going to do this shit. I'm not going to let this bullshit stop me from helping people, okay? So I'm going to carry on. So like I said, You have a dream, you see an alien, or you see a weird being that has 3 eyes, 10 eyes, whatever. Write it down, try to draw it. Not everyone's an artist, I get it. I have the ability to draw straight from my mind. It takes a lot of years of training to be able to do that. So I spent most of my life training to be able to do these things. Everyone wonders, why did I choose art? Well, there's a lot of reasons why I chose art. For one, it's just in me. I'm just a creative being. It's just natural. Another thing is, I figured I could tell emotion and spirituality and what's on my mind through my work. It's like my art was the only place in my life where I had complete control, and it was my world, it was my imagination. So I got into art because I love what I do. I just love art. I love music, I love art. I love drawing. As much as it frustrates me sometimes, and I'm always like, God, I gotta get better, or Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm very, very tough on myself. People are like, why are you so hard on yourself? Because I want to be the best that I can be. I don't expect to be the best artist at all, but I want to have good stuff where I could communicate with people on a spiritual level. And if there's bullshit in my art and flaws and all that stuff, that's messing up my progress, my spiritual progress. So I'm still working on that, but I train every day to be able to dream recall, which my dream recall is it's advanced. I'm not a master, but I can remember 80% of my dreams now after I wake up. Immediately, like I just write it down immediately, and I remember in full detail, even to like a little tiny fork or spoon or something. I remember all the colors, all the details of my dream. That takes a lot of training, so you have to practice that. And then to be able to hold memories and thoughts in your head and manifest that on a piece of paper and draw that on a piece of paper to share with people, that takes a lot of practice. It took me years to be able to do that. And I'm still perfecting it because I'm not, some people are really there and I'm not. So I'm still working on that. So those types of things take a lot of, it takes a lot. It really does. It's just like the same thing with musicians. I'm not a musician, but some people sing and their music's so beautiful, it's like heavenly, like it comes from heaven. Well, it does. It comes from the higher realms, and they found a way to take the sounds of the universe and make certain structures, put certain structures together to resonate with people on such a powerful level. That's why the music industry is so powerful, because it's soul. It really is soul music, and music can change someone's life. So that's a powerful thing. Same thing with art. A person who can draw from memory and the mind, and someone who could draw the world around them, that's a very hard skill to master. I'm still working on it. And with music, that's a hard skill to master, because because certain planets and certain stars and all these things resonate with sound. So if someone can master that sound and reflect the way the universe is using this sound, and someone could do that through their voice, that's amazing. I wish I could do that. We all have the ability, but some people are born with certain attributes better than others, because we're all here for a specific purpose. So someone might be really good at singing, like Whitney Houston. Her voice sounded like it came from the highest realms, you know. And I'm sorry that she got on the drugs and stuff. I mean, she was part of those rituals and all that stuff, you know, all that stuff that goes on in the music industry. She probably couldn't take it anymore, but Whitney Houston's voice sounded like it came from the high place, honestly, and she mastered that by mastering herself. Same thing with, you know, certain artists, like the artists that are in the museum. I remember I went to, when I was working at Newark Museum, there was artists that drew like this Antarctica and some ice mountains and stuff. Now this dude's detail in those mountains was so genius, and he put some sparkly paint on it so that the ice was shimmering. And he did it in such a way where it actually looks like ice. And I was like, man, this man is a genius. So when you look at art like that, and music, and people who are just tapping into their God energy, you know that comes from the high place. You're bringing that godly energy down into the earth realms to master your abilities. And I forgot what I was fucking talking about. I'm sorry. I'm so damn tired. You can see my eyes like, ah. Right after this, I'm about to take me a nice nap. But, okay, I just want to get to this here. So I'm going to draw a tarot card. I shuffled the cards already. I cut the cards. You know, I cut them like 100 times to make sure it's mixed up. But this is the card for everyone that's been in the chat and the truth movement so far, trying to help Donald Marshall. So whatever card I pick out the deck is going to be what frequency we're on right now. So let me draw this card. Oh, this is great. I love this one. This, if you could see that, I'm not sure if it's too bright. This is a strength card. Okay. This is strength. And what this card means is, has to do with the lion, which is the courage and the strength and the ability to overcome obstacles. Just like the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion who didn't have courage. Well, this is why the artwork on here is a lion, because it symbolizes that power, that strength to just get over the opposing forces. And that's exactly the perfect card for the situation for the Apocalypse chats. We are strong people, just like the lion. The lion, even though there's certain animals in the jungle that might be bigger, that might be tougher, the lion's going to do what it takes to protect his pride, his children, and the women of the pride. So I'm so happy that we're getting this card, because people are showing their true strength in this chat. They're coming out, they're speaking out against the cloning center, they're speaking out against the alien forces, and that does take true strength, because people like Phil Schneider, John Todd, who else spoke out about this? Even Alex Collier is going through some trouble in his life because of the government, I think. All these people had strength. I'm sorry if this light is so fucked up. And this is so cute, too. Like, the lion has a rose in its mouth. I love this artwork. It's so beautiful. We got a lot of strong people in this damn chat. Especially Pac lives. Alex. Alex is such a strong person, man. I mean, having to deal with the trolls in the chat, people talking shit on his channel. He's still doing good work for everybody. Bringing everyone together so we could talk about this truth movement. I'm so thankful. This is such a positive card. I'm so happy that we're getting cards like this. The strength energy, the courage energy, the fighter's energy, you know. Now, having courage doesn't necessarily mean we're not scared. You know, there's nothing wrong being scared, but a courageous person, a brave person, will do the right thing whether they're scared or not. So I'm so thankful that we're on the strength frequency. It's great. It's great. Proud of us. I'm very proud of us, you know. A lot of strong people like Joseph and I know Joseph's been going through a lot as well in the chat, and Edgar and Coco Wit, and sorry if I forget you, man. I have not been sleeping, so my memory is just not there, but I've been taking CBD oil, and it's been helping me relax a lot. I'm going to order some more of that. I'm also going to see if I can get some marijuana oil as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to see if I can get that, if I could. If I can't, then I'll just do the CBD oil, which is very, very effective. The more that I take it, the more I feel more relaxed, and my nerves aren't like, you know, the anger and all that stuff. I just be so angry, but angry is not ma'at, it's not balance. Is excessive anger is just, it's just not the way. And by the way, I don't pick my nose. I know in my videos I'm always rubbing my nose a lot. I have a nose ring, and I just have a very bad tick of like playing with it. So guys, I'm not picking my nose. Because I know in some of my videos I rewatch it like, oh my god, it looks like I'm picking my nose. But I have a nose ring. I don't think you can see it, but I have a nose ring and I keep playing with it, so it looks kind of awkward, so sorry about that. I am socially awkward. I got like nervous tics that I got to work on, because people be like, is this bitch picking her nose and she's almost 30 years old? What the fuck? Anyway, I'm so happy that we got the strength card. This is the energy, this is the powerful force that we're on right now. We cannot give up in our journey. It's amazing. It's amazing, really. And I shuffled this deck 100 times, you know. it's amazing what the tarot can tell you, how accurate it is. Every time I draw it, it never lies, you know. And I did do a clearing and prayer before, because usually before I do the tarot, I always do prayer and clearing, because the thing is, the tarot cards reflect what's going on within, and if you're not right and your energy's not right, then the cards are going to tell you whatever you're vibrating on. So if I feel like shit, I'm probably going to get shitty cards, like, just some really bad cards, like a lot of the scattered wands cards and stuff like that, or the scattered swords. There's a lot of swords cards or conflict cards, and you know, I don't like those either. So okay, so let me see what else I gotta go through. So magic. Damn, I spent 10 minutes just not talking about what I was originally trying to talk about. Well, I'm sorry about that, guys, because my video got cut off and it threw me off a little bit. But so let's just discuss magic really quickly. So how can you get magic to work as immediately? Well, here's some things you could do to get your magic working so that you can manipulate the matrix and manifest what you need in your life. Now, a lot of people need money, okay? But you can't go to the fucking ancestors like, I need $1 million for my spiritual work, or I need $2,000 for cloning to stop cloning. Like, no, that's just not how it works, okay? That is going to get you some bad karma. You don't go to the ancestors because you always want something. You're supposed to be doing the work that they want you to do on a daily basis. That's the way they help you. So that when you are in a jam and you say, ancestors, it's tough times right now. I need help to, you know, simple stuff like I need to get a bus so I could get to this job interview, or, you know, something practical and simple. Like, I need $1 million, billion, $1 trillion. I'm like, you're going to have to talk to the dark forces for that one, because the ancestors, they don't give a crap about money because they know this is the matrix. They're going to make sure you have a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food in your mouth. But if you want millions and billions of dollars, like I said in my previous talk, you're going to have to go through the dark forces, because they're controlling that. They're controlling the money and the monetary system, and not the ancestors. The ancestors care about people who want to learn truth and who want to do better. So if you're going to just keep doing magic for, I want money, I want $1,000, it's just like the demons are going to come to you, because they could provide that for you. If you pray to demons and you call on Satan, or not necessarily the evil energy, if you call on that, they could probably help you out with that. But if you really want just enough help so you can just continue to do what you do, you will get blessed. And sometimes you'll get blessed more than you thought you'll get blessed. Like, wow, I got an extra $200. Thank you so much for that. Because it'll just come out of the blue. Like, what the hell? Someone just gave me $200 for no reason. So that's how the spirit works. You just can't always beg them, please give me money, please. Because if the spirits are just like people you know. It's like every time, you know, you have a friend where they only want to hang out with you when you could, like, take them out to eat. Or they only want to hang out with you when you can drive them somewhere. Like, the ancestors are the same way. They don't like people like that. They don't like people that only pray when they're in trouble. Like, you're supposed to be praying to them every day and thanking them for their help and their sacrifice. That's how you build your magical ability. And then once you build a good rapport with the hierarchy of guardian angels, because everyone's assigned them since birth, because when you're a kid, you're just completely lost. And you can get attacked by the dark forces. So you're assigned guardian angels, and there's a hierarchy, because God can't answer every single thing, because God's trying to hold the universe together. So God creates aspects and reflections of himself through guardian angels and things, and also people in the matrix that can help you that have light in them. That's how that works. So you have to speak to guardian angels and say, hey, you know, and you have to learn who to pray to, because sometimes people pray to the wrong thing, and then they don't understand why they're getting attacked by demons, because you're not praying to the correct stuff. You get close with your ancestral guardian angels. You say, look, man, I'm not asking for much, but I just need bus fare to get to this job, or whatever the situation could be. Or, dang, I don't want my lights to get cut off, or damn, I'm sick of this phone service, or whatever the case may be. They'll be like, okay, so something will pop up on your phone for a random job, or you get a random call from someone who needs whatever, like if you're a musician, it's, oh, all of a sudden someone needs beats. I haven't had business in a minute, but someone needs some beats and they'll pay me $100, exactly what I need for my phone bill. You see, that's how the spirit works. This magic and these spells work, but you can't be on some bullshit, like I said. And if you want $1 million, you're gonna have to give. Has anyone ever watched Full Metal Alchemist? I didn't really watch too much of it, but they had some metaphysical principles in that show. You have to give to get. It's all about reciprocating energy. So if you want $1 million, $1 million is converts to, in the terms of money, which is money is an idea, which is energy. $1 million might add up to a few blood sacrifices. To be honest with you, a few blood sacrifices, and maybe you might need 20 people to chant or something like that. See, it's all about energy. You have to give to get. You do. Even with your ancestors, like, because we both feed off of each other's energy, because that's how the universe works. We learn, we grow from each other. All right. Now, that's the dark occult. Now, if you want things faster, a lot of people go to the dark evil route, because you do get everything you want and stuff works. However, if you guys saw The Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid is very dark if you look at it from a metaphysical, occult standpoint. Ariel gave up her ability to swim to be with this man on land, right? And she gave up her voice. What is the voice representing in this cartoon? And I watch a lot of cartoons because I'm a cartoonist, so I see a lot of occult stuff in these things. She gave up her voice. What does that mean? Voice is the air. It's the spirit. It's connected to spirit. It's connected to the soul. Like an electric vapor. Okay? That's what she gave up. So it's basically, in a symbolic sense, in The Little Mermaid, she gave up her soul. Through the air, through the breath, her ability to sing, which is connected to the spiritual, to be able to be favorable by this dude who don't even know her like that. So, guys, rewatch these cartoons because they got a lot of shit in it that is metaphysical. The Little Mermaid, she sold her soul for some land dick. I'm sorry to be blunt about it, but she did. She sold her soul to get with a prince. And I was like, wow. So then her father had to come save her and give up his soul in exchange for hers. But see, Ursula's a smart bitch. She didn't give a fuck about Ariel. Ariel had no power. She was just some ditzy chick that just wanted land dick. Ursula wanted King, what's his name? Triton? I was about to say Titan. I haven't seen that movie in a minute. King Triton, she wanted his power, his throne. So she knew that Ariel was easily manipulated in order so that she could take the throne from King Triton. I think Ursula was the smartest bitch in that whole show. And the thing about it is, Ariel she wasn't forced to sign that contract. She willingly signed that contract. Ursula already told her the deal. She said, listen, I can give you whatever you want, but you have to give up your voice, which is the symbolic of the soul, the spirit, the air, okay? And she got what she wanted. And she signed the contract. Okay? This is exactly how the Illuminati works as well. You sell your soul to the dark forces. You sell your consciousness for these clones. And you sell your just everything. You are completely controlled by these people. Alright? I just went off topic again. We're talking about magic. Yeah, we're talking about magic. I just have a very... when my spirit goes, it just goes. Anyway, magic. Everybody has magical ability. And you have to, 1, raise your vibration. 2, identify what you're really good at soulfully. So you have some people that are good at art. You have some people that are good at music. You have some people who are very charismatic, like Obama and stuff like that. You have some people that are very good looking, their physical form. You have some people that are extremely intelligent. So you have to identify what your strengths and weaknesses are, and that will help you tap into your magical ability. All right. If you're not living right, eating right, going to sleep right, you're lowering your energy. Anything that lowers your energy, your magic's going to be weak. So people be like, man, I did a spell and it's not working. Well, did you do a spell when you were tired, drunk, hungry, angry, stressed out. That's why that shit doesn't work. You have to evaluate yourself before you do magic, and it takes practice and a lot of research and learning and practical experience. There's a lot of people that can help you with that. If you need any help and questions about why your spells aren't working, just send me an email. Once again, Brookethorne1, BROOKETHORNE1, the number 1 at gmail.com. We can go over why the spells are not really effective. A lot of the spells I've done have been very effective, and some of them, sometimes I'd be like, yo, this shit's not working. What did I do wrong? When I did a ritual on New Year's, under the full moon, with sage burning, all the 4 elements, including the soul, aligned properly, with the moonlight hitting everything and did everything right, my shit worked. So it is a science to it. But when I just do some rinky-dink shit, like I wake up with my hair messed up and shit, like, I call upon the ancestors to help me get out this bed this morning, and I wish that blah, blah, blah. That shit didn't work. Because the ancestors knew I was full of shit. Like, you're going to just roll out of bed and try to do some ritual? No. It's a science behind it. You have to get the elements, the candles. You don't have to pay a lot of money. You don't need Hot Topic everything, spending $90. No, you can go to the dollar store and get yourself some cheap-ass candles. My candles was only $4. Alright? You don't have to... The ancestors don't care about all that shit. They just care about the effort. That's all they care about, and they will help you. And also, you have the ability to manipulate the reality. That's why we're on Earth, to learn how to manipulate a reality. Okay? We're physical beings. Alright? We're spiritual beings in physicality. We don't understand that when you think, that's energy. Sometimes people have the ability to see folks' thoughts, their images in their mind. Because thoughts are vapor, it's electricity, it's waves. I think alpha, beta waves. I know someone's probably better with the mind more than me with all the technical terms and stuff. I'm an artist and spiritual person, so I really don't know all the little technical things, but I do know some people could see thoughts and sound, okay? So everything you think, everything you breathe, everything you feel is energy. And if you know how to work with that, you can create magic that is effective. That you will get everything you want and need. And most importantly, you will get everything you need. You might not get everything you want. If you want to get everything you want, talk to the dark forces. They'll give you everything you want at a price. Remember, watch The Little Mermaid again. That's exactly how it goes. They'll give you everything you want, but in the end, you will have to pay. It's supposed to be the other way around. You don't get everything you want in the beginning because you have to earn that. That's the natural order of things. You earn things. You earn your ancestors' respect. You do the work. You have the discipline. You eat right. You stop eating that bullshit chips and crackers and shit. Because I had that same problem. Giving up cigarettes and all that stuff. You don't have to be perfect, though. You don't have to be perfect all the time. All you have to do is just make an effort. That's it. You raise your vibration and your energy when you work out. It's good to do ritual while you're dancing. You don't have to know how to dance. You could do some jumping jacks or something. Raising that vibration, raising that energy, chanting. Chanting is good. It manipulates the energies around you. You chant, you say something like, I'm embracing my power. I'm embracing my power. You say it over and over like a mantra that helps the vibration. Stabilize the vibration to a certain point. Alright? You put yourself in dream time. What is dream time? When you move around, you dance, like, for example, everyone can experience dream time, depending on what you're doing. When I draw, and I'm really into my work, 12 hours could go by, and I didn't notice. That's dream time. When some people dance, and they're in the club, and the music's bumping, 3 hours just went by. Just like that. That's dream time. Time is perception. There is no time. Okay? What else is dream time? When you're hanging out with friends and laughing and someone's telling jokes, having a good time. Where did the time go? Dream time. Anybody that can put you in dream time, that's magic. Even Christians, I hate to say that, but Christians, they have magic. There's Bible magic. Magic's not evil, you see. I can't stand when people tell me that this stuff is evil. This is what my ancestors had to do to get us out of slavery and get us out of whatever the fuck we were going through. Is this right here. reading tarot and doing magic and praying and getting right spiritually. That's what it's all about. So you don't have to do magic. You don't have to read tarot. But find your own hidden magic in you. If you like helping people at the homeless shelter or whatever, that's magic. You're making someone happy. You're putting food on someone's plate that is not used to a good meal. That's magic. You have the ability to put something in someone's heart. That's magic. I'm not talking about Harry Potter. Whatever the fuck he says, like expecto patronum, whatever the fuck, all that shit. That's Hollywood. That's bullshit. There's real magic, and then there's bullshit. I'm running out my throat. My throat is so dry. But oh god, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I need to do some spell work to figure out why I'm not sleeping. I think it has to do with being attacked by the government, you know, ELF waves and radio waves, and I need to get this, there's a website with Dr. Delbert Blair where they sell diodes and things you could put under your pillow to stop this electromagnetic, because my head is bumping, man. Like, I don't want to take no Advil or anything. I'm not into it. That's why I'm trying to get my medical marijuana card, because I just can't take this pain. But it's getting better, though. You know, I'm becoming stronger. Remember the strength? I put the card somewhere in the deck, but the strength, we have the strength to keep moving forward, even though we're getting our ass kicked. Because it's not always about winning. It's what do you do when you get your ass kicked? You get right back up and say, you know what, I got my ass kicked, but I'm going to keep moving forward. That's magic too. That's taking a bad situation and turning it into a positive. All right? Whatever you're good at, whatever you love to do is your magical ability. So if you love to cook, cooking is chemistry. It's chemistry, and what people put in their body comes from you. Which, if you like to cook something, a nice home-cooked meal that puts love in someone's heart, that is magic. You just affected someone's life by a good-ass meal, a warm meal, and good conversation. So, magic is in many forms, and the more you practice and understand what your strengths are and your weaknesses, burn some candles, meditate, look inside yourself, and God gave everybody on this planet abilities that are in relation to who we are as a personality and consciousness. That's your magic. You don't have to make things blow up, and you don't have to bend spoons with your mind. I'm pretty sure there's people that can do that. You know, they've reached that mastery level, but if you could just by talking to someone, make someone happy, that's magic. You're affecting someone else's life in a positive way. Now, there's dark magic, whereas these occultists, they do blood sacrifice to open up portals to the lower dimensions so they could come through, and they could operate through clones and people, and it's just terrible. Oh my god, I don't even want to get into the dark occult. It sucks. It really sucks. These people are so greedy. They're so connected to the material world. It's sad. They're going to have to pay for it in the spiritual world. I can tell you that. Anyway. Alright guys, I'm really tired. I want to give more, like, I'm running out of energy. Like I said, if you want to talk to me, just email me, or you can go to my website. I'll post it in the description. There's a box there that says Contact Brooke. You just put in your information. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Give me 24 hours. I usually respond to people within 24 hours. Sometimes I get emails that are almost 5 pages long about someone getting attacked by the dark forces, and I have to analyze every single thing and do some research and all that stuff to figure out what's going on with that person to see if I can help. If I can't help everyone, I'm sorry. I'm still learning. You know, I'm not claiming to be no master or anything like that. I'm still trying. I still have... You guys don't want to come to my mind. My mind is such a crazy place. It's a scary place, my mind. So, I'm still learning. But with my abilities, if I can help other people grow and heal, because I want to do spiritual healing and be a spiritual advisor and guide and paranormal truth investigator. I'm going to put all that stuff on my website. I'm a photographer also. If you feel that there's a spirit bothering your ass, I have photography equipment. You know, I could go to your house or whatever, take some pictures. I live in New Jersey, by the way. Take some pictures, you know, feel out the energy in the area, see what the hell's going on, do some investigative work to see if you're being attacked by a demon, or maybe it's just your cousin. Because sometimes these spirits, you know, they be like trying to say hi, and they don't know. Some spirits don't know they're dead, you know, or they don't have a physical body anymore because they're so used to being in the matrix, in the material world. They don't even know they're dead. They still think that they're human. They're waving to you and they can't understand why you're not talking to them. Like, why isn't she talking to me? They don't know that they're, you know, dead. So sometimes we gotta let them know, like, any spirits around me that are known and unknown, and you gotta talk to them to find out, who are you? Now, you could be talking to a demon, like, fuck all the demons and fuck them, get out of my way, I don't want to deal with no demons. I say banish all demons from my aura and everything, and my circle, banish all demons. But if there are any lost spirits that don't know that they're dead, you know, some people are like that, wandering around for years and years and years, don't know what the hell is going on, because, to be honest with you, this is a dream. Every time you go to sleep one place, you wake up somewhere else. That's why when you go to sleep, your mind's still active. Your soul's still active, because the body is just like a high-tech organic computer. Alright? In sleep mode. When your soul is sleeping a little bit, you're awake in the physical. When you're physically sleeping, you're awake in the spiritual. The older I get, the more I realize I'm in a dream. Every day. This feels more like a dream than anything. And the dreams that I have feel more like the real world. Alright, so the older you get and the more you practice and do the mastery and do the work, the spiritual work, you start to understand these things. Nobody's trying to sit here and look cool and all this stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really getting paid for this, and I haven't been getting paid for this like that for 10 years. It's really not about the money. It's about freedom and peace and understanding of what kind of world we're in, because a lot of people are lost. There's a lot of people who have died, where their consciousness is floating around confused. There's a lot of people who are soulfully trapped in these vortices. I can never pronounce that damn word. There's a lot going on this planet, and a lot of light workers, and even, it doesn't matter what religion, there's a lot of people trying to get right, you know. So, alright guys, I am done. Look at my eyes. I'm about to fall. Look, I'm hunched over shit. Guys, yo, this has had to be one of the laziest shit. I be like, it's some lazy ass shit. My bad, yo. I didn't even notice I was leaning over like this. Alright. Yeah, I didn't even notice I was leaning over. I gotta make sure I don't burn my lock. When I was younger, I burned the back of my hair with a candle by mistake. And I have this, like, OCD, like, okay, don't get too close to the fire, because I don't want to burn my locks. I took forever to grow my hair. Like, my hair, when I was in my early 20s, my hair was like a little afro puff. And, let's see, I started when I was 21, 22. I just let my hair grow out in an afro, and then it took me about, yeah, it took me years to get here. It took me over 5 years. So I'm happy. My locks growing. And I love my natural hair. Sometimes I wear wigs in different styles because I like the different style. But yep, this is my hair. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair. I'm sorry, that song is so horrible and ratchet, but now I can headbang to like freaking rock music, like fuck yeah. Okay, I gotta go. I'm tired. Bye.